Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees to today's morning's Japa Yagna and Srimad Bhagavatam class. Shri Radha Madhava Sakhi Vrinda ki jai, Panchatattva Bhagwan ki jai, Narsimadev Bhagwan ki jai, Shri Raja Ko Jagannath Baldev Sugramaya ki jai, Shri Gaur Nitai ki jai. So I thank all the Japa leads who have done their service nicely. So let us start with the short kirtan. जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपीजन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दना व्रज जनरञ्जना जमुना तीरावनचारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे जय प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा प्रभुपादा जय प्रभुपादा ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. So let's read from Srimad Bhagavatam today. We are reading from Canto 1, Chapter 11, text number 19. So the shloka goes like this. Varamukyascha shatashu yanaistadarshanotsukah lasat kundala nirbhata kapola vadana shriyah Varamukyascha shatashu yanaistadarshanotsukah लसत्कुण्डला निर्भाता कपोला vadana shriyah. So the translation goes like this. At the same time, many hundreds of well-known prostitutes began to proceed on various vehicles. They were all very eager to meet the Lord, and their beautiful faces were decorated with the dazzling earrings, which enhanced the beauty of their foreheads. So the purport is long, so let me just explain it through. So Umagyanatimirandhasya Gyananjanashalakhaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Shri Gurudev Ki Jai. So Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today we are having a verse in which different sections of society are coming to see the Lord because they are very eager to see the Lord, right? Because they are devotees. So here we see an interesting section of society which constitutes the prostitutes of the kingdom. So, wow, look at here. The prostitutes are coming to see the Lord in Dwaraka. So in Dwaraka there are prostitutes where Lord Krishna resided. How is it possible, right? So first of all, let us see that anybody can do devotional service. Anybody can render the devotional service. There is no barrier of caste, creed, religion, profession, whatever might be. Right? We see in ISKCON, everybody are allowed to do the devotional service, no matter from which background they are coming from. Right? Anybody can attain perfection in this devotional service path. So we need to appreciate this fact that ISKCON is actually taking the step towards uniting all the sections of society. We see the United Nations, they are doing so much hazard, that this plans, summits, so many other things to make the world peaceful, to make them united. But we see that it is not at all possible if one does not come under the shelter of devotional service, or one does not bring the aspect of God in his life. So, yes, devotional service is uncheckable in all circumstances. It is so potent that whoever does, whatever their state might be, they get purified. So, one example we see in the pages of Srimad Bhagavatam is that Diti, right? Diti, do we know Diti? She is the mother of all the asuras, all the demons came from her. So this Diti once asked her husband that I need a son who is able to kill Indra. It comes in sixth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So I need a son who can kill Indra, right? So his her husband, he was actually a devotee, so he did not want this. But somehow, due to chance, some circumstances, he must fulfill her desire. So what he did, he said, look, okay, you want a son, I will give you, but you have to observe a vrata, austerity for 1 year. That is following Vaishnava etiquettes. Then you'll get a son. Even if one part you missed, then the son will be a friend of Indra, not enemy of Indra. So you should follow this correctly. What he did, he just asked her to follow Vaishnava etiquettes, the devotional service to the Lord Vishnu. And she followed actually. The result was that her mind changed, and her heart got transformed, and she stopped envying Indra. And the children who were born, they were actually very nice devotees of the Lord, and they also got the position of devatas. So the she gave birth to devatas, not asuras this time, because she followed devotional service for 1 year. Indra also liked and appreciated this fact. So anybody, whether he is a meat eater, whether he is a chandala, right? So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 9.32, Mam hi partha vyapashritya yepi syuhu papayonayaha striyaha vaishya tata shudro tepi yanti param gatim. So here he is saying that, O son of Partha, even the low-born chandalas who are lower than meat eaters, right? And those who are born in family of unbelievers, even the atheists, right? And even the prostitutes, all can attain the perfection of life if they take shelter of unalloyed devotion to me. Because in the path of devotional service, there are no impediments due to degraded birth and occupation. The path is open to everyone and everyone can follow it. And who agrees to follow it, they get purified by this. So here we also see an example of Srila Bilva Mangala Thakur. He is a very well-known acharya of Vishnu Swami Vaishnava sect. So he, when he was in a householder life, he was overly attached to a prostitute named Chintamani. We know this story of how he was so determined to go to Chintamani on the dreadful night with a lot of storm, hails, that this everything. He was so determined to go to Chintamani to satisfy his senses. But by God's grace, what happened is that Chintamani was a devotee of Lord, right? Although she was a prostitute, she was a devotee of the Lord. So when this Bilvamangala Thakur, he came to the house of Chintamani, she saw this and she was shocked by the determination of Bilvamangala Thakur. And she said that, oh dear devotee, what you are hankering for the bone and flesh of an insignificant woman like me. And look at the hardships you are taking. Look at the sacrifices you are making for getting this insignificant woman's bodies, bones, and flesh. If you could divert this towards the Lord, this much endeavor, if we could divert to pleasing the Lord, then our life will be successful. Then we do not have to suffer any more kashta, right? Karpanya, anything. So that time he got enlightenment. So we are seeing here that okay, why were there prostitutes in the kingdom of Dwaraka, right? Because it is where Krishna resided. So even when Krishna resided, there are people in this material world is so contaminated that even if the Lord comes, there also bad people will be there. The people who are sinful, they'll be there. So here there are class of men who are so too much addicted to all these sinful activities that if they're not given provision, they'll induce these ideas within the society. So the society gets corrupted if there are no concessions for such people. Like government had opened wine shops, right? So why have they opened? Do they want the citizens to drink it? No. But if they did not allow the wine shops, then illegal smuggling will take place in the society. So instead of that, they'll just give some provision. Okay, you take it like that. So prostitutes are also they are also necessary citizens in order to keep the society sanctified. So, but more important than that is to transform the people, right? Because by drinking wine, if somebody does some mistake, then the government has no option but to take him into jail. That's all, right? So here we can see by devotional service, one's heart get transformed. Not that we restrict the person, but internally the heart itself stops desiring such kind of material enjoyments. The heart becomes distasteful of the material enjoyment, right? We see Yamunacharya, he says, right? Yadavadi mama chitta Krishna padaravinde, nava nava rasani udyantum rantumasi. Right? Tadavadi Batanari Sangama Smaryamane Bhavati Mukha Vikaraha Sushtam Nashtivanamcha. That means when my mind got attached to the lotus feet of the Lord, it is experiencing so many different rasas, so many beautiful things that it is not at all seeing towards material enjoyment. When one thinks of the desire to enjoy women, then the heart becomes complete. He feels like spitting on that desire, right? So that is what happens when one accepts devotional service. When one tries sincerely and tries to follow devotional service, it happens. It is just transformation of the hearts. So the government, they are doing so many things, right? They are saying there is this punishment, that punishment for this crime, that crime, so you don't do it. They are trying to induce fear in the people so that they do not commit sinful activities. But they are spending so much money also on that. Hmm? But they are not ready to spend some money to give Krishna to people, because by giving Krishna, actually the problems get solved. That we have seen practically when Srila Prabhupada introduced this Krishna consciousness movement in the West. Not the educated class of people, those who do not do sinful activities, they did not join at first. So first who joined was hippies, who used to do all kinds of sinful activities. They were doing experiments with sinful activities. So that kind of people also, when they joined to this Krishna consciousness movement, they got completely purified, right? By the association of Srila Prabhupada, by the association of pure devotee and the devotional service. So they were attached to Srila Prabhupada, right? So they got completely purified, and we see very great Vaishnavas who are sannyasis also. So they are preaching in India. So why not the government allow this kind of activity to be promoted? So the people feel that, oh, this is dharma, this is religious, we cannot do this, we are secular. But that is all British system of education which had introduced. This is actually a medicine which is universal for everybody. Jagannath, right? Jagannath, he is the Lord of universe, not just a sect of people. Even now in Odisha, Rath Yatra takes place and all sects of people visit there. There is no discrimination. Even Muslims also visit. Even in Rajapur Jagannath temple also, Muslims come and take darshan. So it is not religious. Of course, everybody are committing sinful activities. Everybody are taking birth. Everybody are suffering the diseases. So they have to wonder that why am I suffering these diseases? Why am I suffering? So why I do not like to suffer, but still why am I forced to suffer? So that some people will wonder, but not all the people. But they should wonder, why am I suffering? Is it because of me? Because I don't want to commit sinful activities, but I am forced to commit sinful activities. So who is doing all of this? All of this is actually not done by us. It is actually the three modes of material nature which are acting upon us. So when one is ignorant of this fact, he feels like this work is done by me and I should get the fruit. But if one that's what that makes one get the fruit and enjoy or suffer according to that. But when one understands that these are done by material nature modes, and thus whatever I do, right, I have to offer it to the Lord. The fruits of it should be offered to Lord. That time, that is called sacrifice. Hmm? So we see so many people, they do sacrifice for so many different things. Some does sacrifice for their family, some does for their sect, right? Some does for their countries, right? Some does for humanity. And humanity, look, when one sacrifices oneself for the sake of country, what happens is he loves his country, okay, but he hates other countries, right? He loves his sect, he hates other sects. Well, taking to humanity, one loves humans, but kills animals. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Mamaivamsho Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana, right? That all these living entities are actually my part and parcel. And even in Christianity, Bible says that thou shall not kill. You cannot kill anybody, right? Even the plants, even the animals. Okay, now plants I'm killing. So even the animals also we should not kill. The plants which we are killing, it should be done only for the sake of our livelihood. Some people kill all the kinds of trees to make furnitures, right? Very costly furnitures we make. So that kind of things we can check out because everybody are supposed to live, right? Here the material world is designed like Jivo Jivasya Jivanam. That each and every living entity must uh, depend on other living entity for their food. So while living, now we are utilizing all of this, right? That means there is a runa on us, the of the Lord, that He had given us all these things and we are utilizing this. Now, how to repay it, right? We have to think about it. A sane man thinks about, I'm taking all of this from Mother Nature. Now, how can I return something, right? So that is done by sacrificing for Vishnu. Mother Earth is very, very happy when she sees that her husband is being worshipped very nicely. So sacrifice for Vishnu was the main point. All the people, whatever profession they are in, if they sacrifice their fruits for Vishnu, then they can get out of the entanglement of the material world. So these material people, they are sacrificing so many things, right? So, but what is the use after one's death comes? Everything will be taken away. They might be getting some fruits, good fruits, punya, and they might be transferred to some heavenly planets. They might enjoy there. What after that? All these fruits will be completely vanished. But here we see people who are in devotional service, on the path of devotional service, even if their profession is abominable, not so adorable by the society, if they are sincerely following the devotional service, then what Srimad Bhagavatam says, 5.18.12, fifth canto, Yasyasti Bhakti Bhagavati Akinchana Sarvai Gunaiस्तत्र Samasate Suraha Harava Bhaktasya Kuto Mahatguna. Right? It says that those who are having unalloyed devotional service to the Lord, who are on this path, they naturally all the good qualities get uh, accumulated in them in their own way, right? So, and those who are actually trying to be good in materialistic way, those who are trying to be very good quality in materialistic way, they do not have any good quality. Even if it is there, they are useless, right? Just like one, and just like we keep so many zero 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 zero, there is no value. But if we keep one beside the zero, then how many zeros you keep, that much value will get increased. Like that, only if you are in a path of devotional service, whatever good quality you have are being valued. If not, they are of no value. Hmm? So here also the prostitutes, Prabhupada, the translation is saying that, Bhagavatam is saying that they were they they were all very eager to meet the Lord. One thing, because they were unalloyed devotees of the Lord, and their beautiful faces were decorated with dazzling earrings, right? And they enhanced the beauty of their foreheads. So here the prostitutes were also looking beautiful because their eyes were anointed with the love of God. They were very eager to meet the Lord. That eagerness is only shown by devotees of the Lord, right? The atheists, they are not eager to see the Lord. So eagerness is only shown by the devotees of the Lord. So we can ask the government that, we can show the government that the only way to the only way to reform the society is to make everybody Krishna conscious. The effort should be there to make everybody chant Hare Krishna, right? So this is a medicine which cures us of our disease. This medicine, people feel, oh, it is very very tough to take medicine. I don't want to take medicine. So what Srila Prabhupada did was to cover it with sweet coating, right? Of course, it is actually sweet, because what are we doing in this devotional service? We are dancing, right? We are chanting, we are taking prasadam, we are having very adventurous things like going on book distribution, right? So we are taking some uh, responsibility in the temple that I will do this seva, and that when we take some responsibility in the temple that I will do this, then we'll be having fear that, oh, we have to do it correctly, right? That's actually adventurous when we take some responsibility. So we should not hesitate to take responsibility in the temples. Maybe making prasadam for all the devotees who are coming, they'll be in large number and it is risky, but we can take that risk by being under the guidance of senior devotees, right? That actually purifies us. This is what we are doing in the temple, right? So Gundicha Marjana is coming, right? We have to take some what one place and we have to clean it, right? That is there now in the temple. So this cleaning of the temple actually cleans our heart. Hmm? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was introducing this Gundicha Mandir Marjan, right? He said to all the devotees that how much more dust you can accumulate, that much mercy I'm going to give to all of you. Hmm? Those who are getting the most highest amount of dirt, those who can collect, so they'll get the highest mercy. So look at this. We are having this opportunity to go to temple and clean the house of the Lord, to welcome the Lord into the house as well as the heart. So this chanting process also does the same thing. It purifies our heart. It cleanses the dust of material activities, material desires from the mirror of our heart. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Cheto Darpana Marjanam, right? That our heart is completely filled of bad qualities, and hence we are not attracted to the Lord. Hmm? Actually, Lord is very sweet, but we are unable to get that sweetness because our heart is contaminated. It is too hard. It's very hard that it's not appreciating the efforts of Lord to bring us to Him. Actually, the Lord had already given so many things. If we are living here only, it is because of Lord. He is giving us oxygen, He is giving us food, shelter, so many wonderful family members, right, to support us, to be in bhakti. He is actually doing so many. Yeah, of course, Vaishnavas also. He is not only is giving us the facility to live here, he is also giving us the facility to come back to Him, living all this dreadful situation, very fearful situation of this material world. So, if we could appreciate even this much also, actually, we'll be completely indebted to the Lord to actually serve Him. Hmm? So much service also, it won't be able, but still, we are not getting that realization that how much Krishna has given us. So, for that, what we have to do, we have to chant. So some may say that I don't have taste for chanting the holy name of the Lord, but still one has to chant. That's it. So right, it purifies our mind. Still one has to chant, even if they do not have any taste for it. Gradually, the heart will be cleansed and taste will get the taste. So another one thing, when so many desires come, right? Because we have accumulated it for millions of years. At one time, it doesn't just vanish. Our heart is we cannot make our heart stone immediately. We cannot take out all those desires immediately. So at that time, when these desires attack us, what do we have to do? So we just have to tolerate. There are two things which we have to do. That is nivritti and pravritti. Nivritti means tolerance to those things, right? Those desires. They are coming. We need to pray to the Guru, pray to Guru Krishna, Srila Prabhupada. We can seek prayers from Vaishnavas during those times. Hence, the devotee association is very important to tolerate those things. That is one thing. Matra sparshastu kaunteya, shitoshna sukha dukkada, agama payino nitis natam titikshasva bharata. So this is all done by material nature, and hence we have to understand that it is not by me, it is modes of material nature. Hence I need to tolerate it. And another one thing is chanting, which gives pravritti. That means what we have to do. We have to increase our taste for devotional service. We need to get the higher taste by chanting. So all these things I could gather from this purport by hearing Guru Maharaj's lecture was there. So hence I would like to thank Matrapati Prabhuji, Brajnath Prabhuji and Asha Mataji for giving me this opportunity to purify myself. So Hare Krishna Prabhuji, if any wrong I had spoken, kindly forgive me. Hare Krishna. Done.
Hari Bol, Mataji, Hari Bol. Very nice.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Any questions? Please quickly ask her related to today's verse. ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕಾಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಬೇಗ ಹೇಳಿ. Okay, there are 40 of them. So if you at least say Hare Krishna, we will assume that she will assume that at least somebody heard the class.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು
Krishna.
ಮಾತಾಜಿ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಲ್ವ ಮಂಗಳ್ ಠಾಕೂರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವು. ಅವರು ಚಿಂತಾಮಣಿ ಈಸ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ಚಿಂತಾಮಣಿ ದೇರ್. ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರು, ಅವ್ರು ರಿಯಲ್ ಚಿಂತಾಮಣಿ ಆಗಿದ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಬಿಲ್ವ ಮಂಗಳ್ ಠಾಕೂರಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಾಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅವರು ಕೊಟ್ರು ಆ ಇದು ಕೇಸಿದು ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕಾನ್ಶಿಯಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಸೊ ಸುಮಾರು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಕೇಸಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿಬಡಿ ಅಂತ. ಈವನ್ ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸ್, ನೀವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ದೋಸ್ ಹೂ ಲವ್ ದೇರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಹೇಟ್ ಅದರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿಸೈಸಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು. ಅದ್ ಯೂಶುವಲಿ ಲವ್ ದೇರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫೀಸಿಬಲ್ ಅಂತ, ಅದು ಸರಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಮಾತ್ರ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಹೇಟ್ ಅದರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಆದ್ರಿಂದ ದೋಸ್ ಹೂ ಲವ್ ಹ್ಯುಮ್ಯಾನಿಟಿ ದೇ ಕಿಲ್ ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿಸ್ಟಿಂಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ತಲೆಯೊಳಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಇದ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ, ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಮಾತಾಜಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಮಾತಾಜಿ, ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿತ್ತು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you Mataji for reminding the points. Hare Krishna. Guru Maharaj actually lecture was there with all of these points. He was very strong Prabhuji, in saying all of this. He was actually asking the government, why you are not spending the money on distributing Krishna consciousness? You are spending millions of money on trying people to avoid this, putting them in jail. Why you are not spending?
So,
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji, one question.
Yes, Prabhuji.
That is, you told that husband of Mother Earth is Vishnu. Something like that you told, no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
That can you just...
Prabhuji, we see right in Balaji also, he has Lakshmi Devi and Bhudevi with him, right? And Varahadev, he lifted Bhudevi. So it is considered that Bhudevi is also one of the consort of Lord Vishnu. So hence,
Hare
Lord
Krishna.
of-
Okay.
and
Okay.
generally, naturally, he is Lord of all the Prakriti, right, Prabhuji?
exactly.
So we are also Prakriti. We also come under that category. No Prabhujis, no Mataji. They are all Prakriti. So yeah, he's Lord of everybody.
Yes, yes. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare
Hare
Bol.
Baumasur is the son of Bhudevi. So he is born. So that's why Lord does not spare even his own son if he is not a devotee of the Lord, or not favorable to the Prakriti at least. Okay, very nice class, Mataji. You have very aptly said that one may love his country, but he hates others also. Of course, there are some other people, those who do not hate other countries also. But at the same time, if the whole world is only one country, there is no question of thinking about other country. That's what Yudhishthir Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj, they have done, keeping Hastinapura as capital, and they use it to rule all over the world, keeping Samantrajas. Yeah, you have rightly said that thou shall not kill means they amend it and use it for their own sense gratification. So in this way, but Krishna consciousness is the shelter of all the religions, all the caste, creeds. So many solid points you have explained, Mataji. Thank you very much for your nice class. So over to Rajnath Prabhu to wind up the session.
Yes, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, Mataji.